Let's crash this party. You bring your saxophone. We will do a live improvised set on the spot. You play whatever you want. Let's go. And then we invited Aaron from Norvolta to play second guitars, and we invited Himal and Helen to do third guitars. So we had 3 guitarists, 2 drummers, 2 vocalists, 1 saxophone.
Jesus Christ.
And it was
That was fun.
That was fucking nuts.
Welcome to the 33rd episode of the Cast That Ends Creation. I'm your host, Chris Deering. This is the show where I interview mathcore adjacent bands and public figures. If you beautiful people in chat have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them in. I'll try to read them aloud. If you'd like to subscribe, you get access to the interviews before it goes to YouTube or streaming services, and you can also get access to exclusive emotes. If you're watching this on YouTube, listening to this in your car, and have no idea what I'm talking about, the show is first shown live. Join us every Sunday and Wednesday at twitch.tv/the Cast That Ends Creation for the live cast. With that out of the way, let me introduce our guests tonight, who have proven why they are cream of the crop in grindcore with their latest full-length Chada, which came out back in May on GCBT Records. Welcome in Chepang? How do you say it?
Chepang! That's how you say it.
Alrighty.
You need that shit.
Yeah, Chepang.
How you guys doing?
No, we're doing great, man. Thank you for having us tonight, man.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks
How you been, man? You look sexy as always.
Thank you. I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. So tell us who you are, what you do in the band.
All right. I'm Bortegor. My real name. So I'm Bortegor. I do vocals in the band, and sometimes I yell at people, make them really feel bad about shit that they have no control over. I don't talk about politics and shit like that. I was like, yeah, because of you. But yeah, and here's the other vocalist.
Yeah, recently we started playing bass in Chepang, so I'm trying to do the bass duties for Chepang.
Oh, yeah, and
it was part of the GGA Live where we included bass, so it's a good start for the new Chepang, I believe so.
And besides that, when he's not playing bass, he's like beating up people in the crowd if they're not moving or they're moving too much.
What's your name?
I'm making way for Bote here to like go and sing. So I'm like, everybody move.
Yeah, there's been a couple of shows that I remember that. I think we played in Silent Bar when ABC, the ABC No Riot thing, when they were in exile. The lights were kind of dim. We were like playing, people were going crazy, you know. And all of a sudden, I noticed far in the back, he was in the middle of the pit. He was like punching some guy for no reason. I don't know why are you punching him, you know. But the song was going, man. It's gonna perform.
That's grindcore for you, man.
That's how you do it in the pit. I don't know.
You call yourself Mountain God, right?
Yeah, that's what the people call me for some reason.
How'd you get that name?
He's from the mountains, and he has like 7 sisters, I think.
No, it's like it's like from the Himalayas.
Okay.
So you have the 8,000 mountains there. So it's like I've been up there. So it's like
yeah, he's
great,
and he's a king up there, man. He's like literally, he's a king.
Alrighty. So why is your band name Chepang? So I'm sorry, Chepang.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. There's like multiple reasons for it, but the original idea was like not because like the word Chepang, it comes from a tribe of people. We're like very like they're considered untouchable. They're like backwards in the sense of like how we perceive society right now. But they have their own ways of living, and we were like calling them uncivilized. And they're like they don't really care. They didn't at one point. Didn't really care about how we move on as society. But that was that name Chepang was also being used as like a derogatory term for like somebody who doesn't know shit or illiterate, and like it was used as a slang for that. And when we were forming the band, so we were like, nah, fuck that shit, man. We're gonna call ourselves Chepang and like rename the whole shit. So like now people don't use that as fucking derogatory shit. It's like Chepang, man. It's us.
Alrighty.
You don't say Chepang, you say Chepang with respect and fucking attitude, man.
So you guys have 2 drummers. Yeah, that's like one of the things y'all are known for. What's the advantage of having 2 drummers?
Well, 2 to 3 drummers.
I think since Chepang doesn't have a bass player, so it's just 1 guitar. So I guess it completes that whole aspect of it, I guess.
And it's definitely more. Yeah, it sounds more dynamic too, and also like when the guitarist is playing, he's like using like multiple amps, and like the sound is really loud. And when you have 2 drums, he can crank it as much as he wants. Like there's no barrier anymore. So like, cause the sound is coming up, so that's where like it just gives out that energy, dude. And like it's fun, man.
It's
like
definitely energy. It's full on energy when you're on stage with those guys.
Oh, I'm sure it's like striking for the crowd too. There's like, holy shit, there's 2 drummers going at it. Like it must be an intense thing to see.
Yeah, and it's like you also like normally would think that, oh, we have 2 drummers, why don't you play like 2 different things on it? But that's not the main reason we have to.
That was my next question, actually. Why don't they play 2 different things?
It's like we want to play. Like whatever is more dynamics, we go for that. Like it doesn't always have to be like switching or like it's not 2 guitarists kind of shit. One's like holding, the other one's going lead. Nah, that's not the idea of it. Like we think music in a different way, so we just want it like loud and brutal and in your face as much possible. So
and the drummers have been like playing music back in Nepal since back when they were kids, and they're like good friends from a long time. So I guess the chemistry is spot on whenever they are playing together. So that's also one of the reasons they are very articulate and they are precise with everything.
I was gonna say, like, even if they're off by just a little bit, it's gonna sound really weird, right?
Dude, like, it was so surprising the first time I ever saw them play live together, like when we went on our first tour and we were practicing. Dude, they are like on point with that thing, man. They're like on dot. I don't know how they do that. They've been playing together for so long that, dude, like, their chemistry is on a whole different ballgame, man.
Yeah,
like,
I was
like,
watching y'all live, and like, it doesn't seem like they're skipping a beat, really. Like, they seem like they're lockstep with each other.
And it's not like we practice like in an insane amount all band together. We don't do that too. I'm like, I haven't seen the other drummer in like a year and a half now. It's like it's been that long.
Jesus.
But like, and he will come in and like right before we record, and he'll like practice in the morning. And when we go record, he's all set to go. I fucking blows my mind, man, how he does that shit.
That's crazy, man.
Fucking dang. Himalayan leopard, man. He's like visually, it's lightning, you know, lightning speed.
So why just the one guitarist?
I guess you gotta ask that question to Chiti's Bhakta.
Well, like in your recordings, you have points where there's 2 guitars playing. So
yeah, there are multiple guitars too. We for like soloing and shredding and shit like that. Because but Chiti's can't do that. Like he doesn't like. He calls it metal. He doesn't like that shit at all. And he's like he's all punk attitude, you know. And so, like, for shredding and shit like that, we get, like, multiple other guitarists, like Takafumi from Gridling comes and plays, and we have the other guy called Audio Screwing. He's, like, like the folk fucking master.
He's a shredder.
But he shreds, and so they will come and join. But, yeah. But, like, just to write them, I mean, it's like, when you think about it, for writing aspect of it, if you have like the skeleton band, like the core band, if you have like smaller, if you go precise, it's like faster, so you don't have to like have an agreement of a lot of people. You just like go bap, you know? So there you go.
Yes,
we just got
he's here. And he's here again.
This is the guy with chemistry right here.
Oh, there you go.
That's my man.
Oh, he just had an accident this morning, and the other car came and hit his car, and the other car got totaled completely, and he just like sitting there, and he's like, what the fuck happened? The other guy's destroyed. Fucking 2000 bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. It was an interesting morning today. I got into a car accident. So somebody rear-ended my car. It was pretty gnarly. But we were all safe.
You're good though, right?
Yeah, everyone was safe. I was stuck in snow, and then other car just skid and then hit. I was outside the car, like trying to figure out how to take my car out. But everyone's safe. It was good. It was a thrilling experience. It was 5 a.m. probably.
Jesus, that's a good way to wake up.
Yeah, exactly.
Flip your phone sideways.
He was going skiing. I think. At work, he said that it was like personal reasons, like, you know, emergency kind of shit, and he was going fucking skiing and shit.
Yeah.
The funniest thing is, the guitarist is his. Well, they work together, so technically he reports to the guitarist, and he told the guitarist that he was going like, it was like, you know, the important shit, and he went and he's fucking told his car, and the guy's fucking blowing up in there. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was a strange morning, but it was fun.
So
right,
introduce yourself.
So myself, Trishula, I play drums in Chepang. I'm one of the drummers. So yeah, that's all. Nothing much.
We were actually just talking about how y'all have 2 drummers. How do you make that work?
So yeah, I was looking your feet too. So it's exactly like what the bass, Mountain God and what Igor said. That is the other drummer that I have. We're really close, high school friends actually. So we have seen each other play a lot. So once we moved over here, we moved to US together almost at the same time too. So we made chitties, and then we were like, okay, let's do band Chepang. And then we were like, okay, let's have 2 drummers, and then we went with Surya, the other drummer, and then we just went for practice, and then it was that is it was the first click. It was good experience.
That's awesome, man.
So yeah,
I was gonna ask y'all about that. Like, so y'all just picked up the whole band from Nepal and just moved to the US?
No. So I mean, we kind of knew each other from back in the day, but like we were here, and they were doing Sangarsha, like him and the guitarist. They were doing Sangarsha. Govind moved here. I was here in Boston for a long time, and I was in a different band. But like it's the same circle, you know. So we're like hanging out and shit like that, and kind of everyone got an idea that let's start a grind band. So like he joined in on drums, and they started jamming. And they came up with like tracks and shit like that. And yeah, that's how it worked. We didn't move as a band though.
Oh, okay. I bet that's like a common misconception than like people thinking that y'all started in Nepal and then moved here.
No,
it's not.
We
I'm just an idiot. I gotcha.
exactly.
And formed in New York City.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, in Queens. Represent Queens.
Yeah, Queens, New York City.
Okay.
Yep.
Sick. So y'all put out your first release in 2016. Is that the year the band formed, or were y'all working on stuff for a while?
Around 2015.
Yeah.
We started jamming and shit like that, and in 2016 we released it. But I think we recorded. Hold on, I don't even know what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's the.
I think the first EP 2016.
Yeah,
came in.
We went to record in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Exactly. It came out as a tryout. So actually, we were like, okay, we're in Baltimore. Actually, the Sangarsha was playing a show over there. So we had like 2 free days. So we were like, okay, let's try this out. Let's record some material. And then we ended up recording the EP. So it was a good review. And then we did a short tour. And then after that, I think everything started to pick up.
Right. Y'all ended up getting on Nerve Alter and releasing I don't know how to say it. Datalo? Is that how you say it?
No, Dordelo.
Yeah.
One more time?
Dordelo.
Dordelo. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a Wirefire. So yeah, I mean, again, like this EP was supposed to be our last EP. The tour was supposed to be our last tour. The Dordelo LP was supposed to be our last. But you know, like we keep going on. We just like come up with new ideas. It's like you can't like sit and do nothing. Like we have to keep always doing something, working on a project like constantly. So that's the whole Chepang is one of those things because we can be creative as much as you want. So you don't have to sit still. So every day we have like a certain idea, a different idea, and new ideas. We keep moving on. We slack a lot, but we also change our mind a lot. But we get a lot of shit done.
Why was it supposed to be like your last release and stuff?
No, I mean, we always say that, you know, like you move on and do something else in your life. Nah, man, this is it. This is life. We just keep doing it.
Right.
And also, like, Gilarz has his whole family. Like, he has like 2 kids and like family and stuff like that. You know, you can't really always give so much time for a band. And like for being in a band, you have to like invest a lot of time. But I mean, fortunately, we function as a band mostly online because we like always talking to each other, always like 24/7. There's like always the chat group is always on. Someone's fucking talking on it. But yeah, that's how we generate ideas. We meet up and we practice for one time and go play a show that night, and it works out. It's fucking great. And we'll record it the same way and get it done.
Yeah, and then the most amazing part about the process is like our other drummer Surya just comes like 2 days before, and then when on the record, like this guy has to spot on, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know. It's like it's so hard for me to fathom how they pull it off. Like the Surya came in. We practiced for like, and Chidis couldn't come in because his daughter was like really sick and she was in hospital, and we were supposed to go practice. So he was like, he couldn't make it, and he was like, both the drummers go and practice, and we'll see how it happens. So we went there, practiced for an hour probably. They didn't even finish the entire set. They just like jammed a little bit, and we had like Yamazaki 12, I think, and we were like drinking that. We got drunk, and we went to the restaurant, ate food. Next day, we were like packed up, went to the studio, and they recorded the entire thing. And I was like, I still don't know how the fuck they pulled it off.
Yeah. Surya is like super talented drummer. he catches like everything so fast, and then he's creative too. So he gets all the parts so quickly. It makes a lot easier for us to collaborate because of his efforts there. So
do you write the drums then, and you teach him?
It depends. Usually, so TTs and me, we write all the parts. We record it, and then we ship it to Surya, saying like, "Hey, this is how the structure looks like. We need your input on it." And then he changes some of the parts sometimes and changes it, and or else he just plays the same part. So that's the whole writing process. Usually the main starting point starts from TT's bathroom.
Yeah. So the whole thing starts at TT's bathroom. It's 4 in the morning, and he records the guitar part. And he'll record the guitar parts in his like phone, and he'll like, how is that? And he'll send it to everyone, and everyone must reply by 8 in the morning, or you're a piece of shit. Everyone's fucking roasting you for like not paying attention. And yeah, that's how it starts. And then by the time actually we all kind of pretend that we know what he's talking about until like the whole album is done, and we listen to it, and we're like, all right, we got this. We'll play a show, and it's gonna be like spot on.
Yep.
So most grindcore tends to be like just blasts and riff salads, but you guys have an actual like structure to a lot of your songs, and y'all do a lot of interesting experimentation. What are some of your influences to that go into your sound?
Mostly mostly it's just like bullshit.
Okay, he's here.
Our grandmaster is
Grandmaster Bude. Captain Bude.
Flip your phone sideways. Flip your phone sideways. There we go.
Okay.
Is it the Twitch way that I have to flip my phone sideways?
It just makes the screen wider.
Landscape mode.
Yeah, I think because I'm anti everything, Anybody says anything, I try to not do it. I heard they were making fun of me. Like I was like 4 a.m. shit, and nobody hears my riffs.
He had to comment.
Apple juice, even sober.
He had to comment for that.
He used to be a biggest drinker, but now he's like completely sober because his liver failed out and he can't sleep properly. That's why he wakes up at 4 in the morning and says it's like fucking grind riffs.
So what we say in Nepal is like, because like Gaur and Govinda is like, they're from a different generation, like younger generation. So what we tell them is we were grinding when you were drinking your mother's milk.
Yeah. Right.
So I was just asking you guys about y'all's influences. What goes into this?
Yeah. Influences. I don't know if we have one particular influence. It's a mix of everything, we definitely have our like the bands that we like, right? But I don't think we have particular influences in general, everything,
It's like the influence is like the entire structure itself, that we want to be something different. We want to do something different that hasn't been done already. So like it's not like a particular influence kind of thing. We kind of look in the music and grind in a completely different way. We're looking at
one thing is that we don't want to be influenced by death metal. Fuck that shit. Stay loud right here, man. This is the sloppy trend right now with the whole old school death metal revivals, gate creeper bullshit. I'm sorry, bro.
This is the best part. He hates our death metal so much, but he makes one of the best death metal riffs of all times, though. Like there's a couple of songs that it's so fucking death metal, but he's like, fuck death metal.
What about the experimental parts? Where does all that come from?
Yeah, I mean, it's all, it's like, I think we're super spontaneous. And as you saw, like when you interviewed, like Botegor came, Deepesh came, then Gobin joined, I joined, and our talks, the way our conversation are spontaneous, right? This is how we write songs too.
Exactly how this is how we as a band, like the songs function. This is what it is.
Yeah, it's like we don't meant it to have a saxophone, or didn't mean to have, like improvised tracks on it. We just go in the studio and it happens like spontaneous. Oh, you play sax, right? All right, play now. You play lead. You can shred, like, okay, shred. I give you 2 minutes. You shred right now. So,
Right now you shred.
but I think the end result is really super. It's to explore and be happy, in whatever you do. So, and I think the good thing is that now we are working with Colin Marston.
Yeah.
Colin, yeah. So he's the one who glues up everything at the end. So like it feels more cohesive in general. Not necessarily like all over the place. So, and he has a really good idea of this type of music, right? Improvised music, or in general, like experimental music with, because he has like 100 bands releasing 100 records every day. Like I see his Bandcamp is sending like messages every day, like, oh, I released this. Here's the download code. Like, okay, this is a synth. This is black metal. This is death metal. I mean, come on, man. The shit doesn't stop. So,
are y'all writing a lot of this stuff like at the studio?
No. He writes it at his restaurant 4 a.m.
So the way it works is that usually I write everything like through my mouth, obviously. Wherever I go, in the restroom, in the train, wherever I see, then that idea becomes a riff. That riff becomes drums, and then this is what happens.
I got you. I actually have a note, memo, like completely filled with me doing guitar riffs with my mouth. So I completely understand.
Have you ever listened? Have you ever, this part comes from a really influence for me. Have you ever listened to this band called Jude?
Called who?
Jude.
What is Jude or Juju?
Jude.
No.
Do you know this big hardcore label called Revelation Records?
I've never heard of them.
Okay, so they are like this biggest hardcore straight A's kind of label from the old school past, and they released a band, right? It's called Jude. Jud.
I've never heard of it.
So what they do essentially, he released, like, you can watch it in YouTube. They released like 2-3 records. So basically, there's 2 guys, one doing the beatbox with the mouth, and one doing guitar. So basically, all the hardcore is and the drummer on the side is like
That's nuts.
yeah, but it is the best records. Like, I have like both their 7 inches. Like, they are the best riffs ever. Like, nobody can write a riff on that. On guitars, like, so catchy. Like, they're from the mouth. Like, they sing. Like, every guitar hardcore riff you have heard is in that Jude 7-inch. Like classic, DBs like yeah, and everything is Jude, by the way. Not Jija, sorry.
That's fucking great.
You gotta look it up, man. They're pretty, I don't know, maybe they have 1 million views already, but they're like,
that's one of the best bands ever, man.
and they're from the scene, like they were from the hardcore scene, like, but they just made fun of it and it became big, I guess,
I need to look them up, man. Holy shit. That sounds
you gotta look at, you gotta interview them, man. I would love to see you interview these guys. Like, it's so nuts, bro. Jude hardcore.
I wrote it down, man. I'm gonna look it up for sure. I'm definitely looking it up.
Jude hardcore.
Jude hardcore. Yeah.
Jud. That's their name. Jude.
Yeah. It's amazing.
So have you guys thought about putting a have you guys
People don't know. You feature actually. He played for fucking Cyprus too. He played for like a couple of live shows. He's actually on the chat. What's up, Lee Fisher? Lee motherfucking the beast, Fisher.
Yes.
What's good? What's good?
Legend.
Oh, these.
Yeah, I think these two guys, you need to mute them because they're high. So.
Have you guys thought about having a saxophonist in and playing with you all the time?
Nah, man, we're gonna do a grand piano now, like any other instrument that we come across, like when we're walking down the street, and then we're gonna include that. Saxophone is like old news now, man.
No, I mean, we would love to. We would love to do it. I think the whole thing came.
Diplomatic now.
The whole thing came up when Tassi, the two guys, the duo Tassi Dorze. Look it up. Tassi Dorze is an improvised. He's like an improvising artist. He plays like acoustic guitar, but in a weird tune. A super cool dude. And the girl Mete, they played like they were in New York. When they were in New York that day when they were recorded with us. It was just random. I think we planned it a little bit, but then they came in and did. We would love to play them. Trust me, play with them. Some kind of improvised stuff. But Tassi lives in North Carolina. Mete lives in I think Norway or Denmark, somewhere like that.
I think Denmark, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Have y'all ever thought about doing an improv set?
Every day is our improv set, man. We have no clue what we're doing. We're like, we're not ready. We're just walking in. We have a new set. He yells at us like, "This is the set. We're gonna do it, and you're gonna be doing this, and this different." I'm like, "Alright." So we go in the improv set, man. Every single fucking day.
Yeah. It's every set. So every show we have done is something different. The set list is different. Also, then the spontaneous part. So let me tell you a story. Last year, when I think 2 years ago, when we toured with this band from Brazil called Test. Good friends of ours. I think we played St. Vitus Bar in New York. So before the show, it's like right before we go on, I tell the guys from Test like, dude, we have Deepesh right here, the Mountain Gods, a friend who does freestyle rap. At the end of our set, I'm gonna call the drummer, your Test drummer. You come to the stage, join us. We're gonna do a freestyle rap over it. Right? And we finished our set, right? And I call the drummer. He comes up, jumps with another of our drummers, Surya, and Gobind leaves the stage. And then one of our friends, Divas, which we call Himalayan Helen, who shreds all over a record, he was there to play with us. So he starts shredding. And then we start, freestyle rapping. The guy, he's Fred. And this dude is in the crowd, right? He's going all nuts, like, yo, what's up? Check this out, all right? I'm from Brooklyn, like kind of shit. And all the grindcore kids are like, what the hell is happening here? Like,
he's like an OG guy from Brooklyn, so you couldn't even tell him to stop, man. He's been going.
Yeah, he doesn't stop. So he doesn't stop. He keeps, yeah, exactly.
Is there a video of this?
Yeah,
it's in YouTube.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's
really?
in YouTube,
Okay.
exactly.
And then he was lit, man. He was not even sober. That guy was lit. He was lit.
You could definitely not tell him to stop, or like you're gonna be in some trouble. So it's like you just like wait, like all right, guys, keep playing. He is not stopping.
Yeah, the really good memories. I mean, we've done a lot of stuff. I think that show with the guy from I don't know, the drummer from Anal Cunt, Tim Morse. I know he has a bad rep in the internet because he hit someone in the show or something. We don't care about that shit. But anyways, he also played a show with us. Like I think we were opening or doing something. I think that band. What is the band that was reuniting that time? The grindcore band. Enemy Soil.
Enemy Soil, yeah.
It was Enemy Soil's reunion show in Brooklyn Bazaar, and then we just invited Tim and said, "Look, Tim, let's crash this party. You bring your saxophone. We will do a live improvised set on the spot. You play whatever you want. Let's go." And then we invited Aaron from Norvolta to play second guitars, and we invited Himalayan Helen to do third guitars. So we had 3 guitarists, 2 drummers, 2 vocalists, 1 saxophone.
Jesus Christ.
And it was
That was fun.
that was fucking nuts.
Yeah, that was fun. And he keeps playing the saxophone even like when you like the songs end, like in between, like when you are silence, he keeps playing like. Yeah, we had that on video too. It was actually we have a tape too. I think the B-side of one of our we did the split tape with Test. So it was pretty cool. Yeah.
What's the title of the video with the rapping in it? I'll put it on.
Test St. Vitus Bar. Test.
I think Tess shared it when there was like rapping. I don't like.
Yeah. I think there is one.
Yeah, let me look it up. It's fine.
Gobind can look it up. There's a rap at the end. I think they put a clip of. I think they did a tour video. I think a couple of months ago they put it up, and then there's a clip of that happening. It was cool, man. It was super cool.
Yeah, I don't see it, but maybe
I
I'm
will.
spelling it wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, also Tess puts out fucking 100 videos a year, so it could be any one of them.
Yeah. So they're also one of the I think most creative bands. Like they're two-piece. They played 600 shows together all around the world. Super tight, like intense, and they call themselves Nomadic Grindcore. Have you seen them? No.
I haven't. I actually hadn't heard about them until I was.
Oh no! So what do you gotta do? What do you gotta do? Look up Test in Brazil. Man. So what they do essentially is let me tell me what they do. So let me tell you what they do. So in Brazil you have these big shows, right, where Napalm Death plays, Metallica plays, whatever, right? So they will load their vans, into the venue of this big shows, right? They can't play the shows, so they will play on the streets in front of that venue.
Yeah, pull out a generator, fucking.
Yeah, they'll pull out a generator. Yes,
dude,
you
that
gotta
is
see
dedication. Them. Holy crap!
And they're better than all of those fucking.
Exactly. Insane. I think they put out this record, new record. It's called Jogo or Humano. I think it's called The Human Game. It's called this year, I think, or last year. Their new record. So it has 100 records, 100 songs. So what the idea is that every song has one title. So no matter how you organize it, one song, 3 songs, you. At the end, it makes the human game. It's a concept. The songs and the words make up to a human game. So
okay,
it's pretty cool. I mean, their thinking is way beyond us. So.
By the way, I found that video. Its title is Test NYC.
Test
space space NYC. TEST space EM space NYC. Let me text you, Gore. Do you get it?
It's coming.
So how are you going, man? How do you feel after that the crash, man?
I feel bad for the chick.
Yeah, it was a normal...
brand new cargo, total, completely.
I'm very sorry, bro. You had to go through all that shit.
It's a part of the life, so it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, you got
nothing severe.
But
we are glad to the hospital or anything.
No one was injured. Nothing. Nothing happened. Fortunately.
Yeah, last night he sent an email to the corporate email saying hi you all, hi everyone. Tomorrow I gotta take a personal off. I got something to say. So my director sends him and I hope you are well. I'll see you. And I said I knew that he was going to go on a snow trip. And I said, I just put the salt on the wound. I said, be safe, Govinda.
Yeah, I was I received those emails. Yeah. The plan was to go snowboard. Yeah, but it didn't work out well.
Destiny.
Yep, destiny.
So while I get this queued up, the last 4 tracks of Chada are just remixes. Are you guys trying to cheat and get out another full length? Because the real thing's only 16 minutes long.
Yeah, so the story is that, let me tell you, so we were supposed to, so we did Chata as we created a song from the way we created a song was in order, 1 song, 2 songs, so it would flow as one record, but then 16 minutes is not really a record, you know what I mean? And we said, okay, you know what? Let's continue writing on this song, another record, on the side B or whatever. And I think we could not, we had this, what do you call that? Writer's block or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
we tried. The new record, the new 7-inch that we have with Yaoja, the split that we just put out, actually are from the sessions where we tried to do side B songs. we could not because we were out of shape. We were out of mind. Our drummers.
No one was focused that time. Like,
Yeah. And, basically, like you could hear, like, if I send you like the fast songs, you could hear the drummers out of sync. They didn't even tune their snares, which is the worst shit. Like I hate that. Like they didn't even tune the snare, bro. Like the snare sounds like yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
Yeah.
The funny story is like they didn't give a shit. So like like I knew that the second day of the recording I started feeling that, right? So at one point I think during lunchtime I said, okay guys, I'm gonna go get me some lunch. You take a break. I'll be back. And I come back after half an hour. Bro, the engineer is sleeping upstairs and these two dudes are sleeping on the floor, bro. This is how that record came. We basically, I think we have this record archived right now. The side B. It came out very bad, I think.
Yeah. I mean, the good thing about the trip was like we got to hang out with Takafumi. We did a battle set with them. Like that was a good thing. But besides that, like we actually went to the right side B though. Like, that's so true. Like fuck that shit.
We tried. I'm sorry, but we tried.
We wrote like what, 2 songs? No, we only wrote 1 new song actually. Yeah.
We tried.
Okay, so I got the video pulled up. I don't know if y'all can see this.
No, I can't.
If y'all got like this stream going.
Where is it?
Go to twitch.tv/thecastedinscreation.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but mine's lagging on my end, so it might be a little thing. Because I'm also looking at it on the phone. But I can't see any of the conversation. I know our cricket slams is working. Fucking cricket cemetery. Homie, bro. I love you. I feel like you, bro.
This guy's a drunk. You gotta. Right there. Yes. Yeah. That's the video, bro. Look at that shit, bro.
You're cricket. I feel it, man. I love you. Is there? Our Lee's there. Oh shit! Our chat boys. Fucking.
Can you shut up and listen to this?
Is that our Zonga Madrona? I think that's Zonga Madrona. I'm gonna get sheep.
Look at me on the side. I'm going at it, bro.
Dude, you feel it, man. I see it.
Yeah, you know.
Who is squeaking?
No, that's him. He's like playing the video on the side too.
Oh, okay. I got you.
He's like jamming on that shit. He's like enjoying
What the heck
it.
is
He's
making
not
that
interested
sound?
in the fucking podcast. He was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah, that's the video. Yes.
Dude, that's awesome, man. You guys are crazy.
You guys are right, my man.
So what's the reaction been to the remixes at the end of the album?
So like 90% they hate it. They hate it, right? So like, what's the point, right? But the point is that for them to hate it, at least they realize, at least they listen to it, they caught their attention. Every time I talk about remix, now our new member Reckless Life, who does our now electronic stuff, he hates it. He says, bro, why they have to speak about remix on the damn review?
No, you know what I love about it though? Like, because every time somebody hates on it, I love the fact that they miss the point. The point is not to be like, oh, we did a fucking sick album. I don't give fucking 2 shits about it. None of us give 2 shits about like being like we're best on it. That's all of our friends. We put a record of our friends, a song that of our friends that we enjoy. Like, we want to do something together. So if you don't like that shit, go fuck yourself, man. I don't give 2 shits about that. Like,
oh, yeah, y'all seem like you're really about like community and trying to like bring people together.
Yeah. And we have resources to fucking put up an album, and we're gonna fucking do an album. So if you don't like a fucking like, no, man, like I don't care. Like I don't like the songs on our. I don't give shits about that, like.
Yeah. That's the death metal side of Gore speaking. I hate this guy. Again, F death metal. So
Yeah.
So you do post your lyrics, however, they're all in, I would assume it's Nepalese, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, which Google does not know how to translate at all.
No, it doesn't. I make sure that Google doesn't know how to translate that shit. Because all the lyrics are in complete slang that you have to be in that part of the world to actually know what I'm talking about.
Really? Okay.
If you get like some like older fucking boomers to actually get translated, good luck with that shit. Like I'm like, yeah, I make sure there's only one particular thing.
Yeah.
At first, I used to do like translation for the lyrics. And then I wrote like a summary for the lyrics, and then I started realizing, I was like, why the fuck am I even bothering? So I just wrote it in Nepali on like Tata. And after that, now I don't even write lyrics. Go fuck yourself, man. I'm just gonna yell at you. Fuck your lyrics.
I mean, it is just screaming, right? Like a lot of people won't even know. Like
if I'm playing a show, I'm actually singing the lyrics. No, I'm not. I'm just fucking catching up my breath and I'm yelling anyway. So I'm like, why even bother with that shit? Like,
did you ever hear of this band called Focusrite?
No.
Dude, they actually do that. They just scream random crap. It's hilarious. You need to look at it.
Yeah, dude. That way, like, a natural emotion comes out of you.
But I imagine your lyrics are politically charged. Is that right? What's it about?
Well, I mean, we try to be socially like conscious about it, but like not in the terms of like the Western world. They're like most of the Eastern world, like what we saw was wrong and what we thought was like, like, what the fuck are you guys doing about it? Like, I need to like get out of this thing. Whatever we faced, that's what I write about. I mean, I can't put myself in the other people's shoes and talk about like their issues. I mean, I can't because it would be biased. Like, it's the wrong thing to do. I can only write about what I want to say about what I have experienced. So I do that and as much as I can.
Working double shift in the back cooler for 48 hours. That's what. There's a song about that. Yeah, in the gas station, like 48 hour, like drinking soda, getting fat, eating burgers, shit like that, bro. The immigrants struggle. I started my first job at $5.25 an hour, bro. Look at that.
Yeah. So I mean, this is also the other side of our lyrics. That I'm not explaining on that, but like you also have to look at the side that like, an immigrant coming in a different country and a certain thing, and like, going through that experience and grinding and hustling. I'm trying to talk about that, not just about the content or like what I present to you, like in a nice form in English. Like I'm not doing that. You have to look at the whole context of it, who we are as a band, and what we are talking about, and why do we actually follow that shit. That's the main idea of the lyrics. It's not like I'm not gonna spoon feed everyone on the lyrics. Like that's no point.
Yeah, again, the death
metal right there.
Death metal. But yeah,
bro, okay, can you ask him though? What's your favorite death metal band? Okay, can you ask him?
Ask me?
No, yeah, can you ask Gore that question?
What's your favorite death metal band?
No, man, I don't listen to death metal, man. I don't.
Nah, it's in your heart, bro. How can you kill it?
It's in the blood.
It's in the blood.
I don't know, man. If I drop some names, man, dude, this is gonna go viral, man. I can't do that shit. It's gonna be too controversial. Like, fuck that shit. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Gotta keep it. We gotta keep it to like less than 10 viewers, so it will be niche and like it will be worth something.
Oh, we're at 11 viewers, so that's out the door, man.
Oh, god damn it, man. We're famous, man. I didn't want to be
famous, man. Getting that grindcore money.
Yeah.
So who did your cover art?
Actually, this is the cover art for which the new record?
Chata, yeah.
So this is the same guy who did our first 7-inch. His name is Srijit Rajbhandari. He's from Nepal. He's like a graphic designer. Yeah.
So he did this art too, the first art.
Yeah, the first one.
Okay, sick.
So he's like he's a dude, like he's a punk dude that I met in like around 97, 99, I think, when I was in a punk band in Nepal. Actually, like so there is a story about Srijit too. So I was in this punk band in Nepal. Like we were like the infamous band. Like we would go on these shows with all kind of bands, metal, reggae, and like we would like sing shit about them. The bands were performing there. So at one of the shows. What happened was that the crowd started saying you suck to us, and I said your mom sucks, your dad sucks, shit like that. And then this dude Srijit comes to me in my ear and says, yo, I just shitted some in my I have some in my plastic bag, my shit, just throw that shit to the crowd. You just throw that shit to the crowd.
Did you do it?
No, I didn't. No, it was smelling like shit. Bro. And I realized, like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna throw your shit. I'm gonna throw all the water bottles that they threw at us. I'm gonna throw it back. So I start throwing the water bottle, like, and one of the full water bottle hits someone's girlfriend in his eyes, in her eyes. And the next thing you know, these kids are in the back of the venue with, like, weapons like drawn out, like swords and shit like that. I want to kill that vocalist who just smacked my girlfriend, smacked my girlfriend with a big bottle of water. And you know what? Those are the kind of crazy stories. I mean, they couldn't do anything at the end because we were rolling with the biggest, baddest gangsters of Kathmandu. Chakrapath is a place like in Kathmandu where the gang, like, they roll in motorcycles, right? And that day we were like, one of the bands performing were from Chakrapath and our friends. So they were outside, making a fuss about, like, who's that vocalist? I gotta kill them. So the Chakratown guys just open up the, okay, you got a problem, bro? And they just look at us, right? Like, like Chakrapath guys have a certain type of, like, gangster aroma. Like, they have long hairs, they have helmets and shit like that. And these dudes are like, okay, and they just look at us and it's like, oh, no problem. Okay, sorry. And they go back, yeah. Good times. I mean, we nearly got killed in Pokhara because we sang some shit about some gang, from one of the. There's so many crazy stories.
He almost got
this much of being like taking our heads off with a sword because we sang bad about them.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Really hot-ass girls over there too in Chakrapath.
There you go. Yeah, they're like really rich kids. Like they're from like their parents are like from British Gorkha Army, so they have like good gear. They drive good motorcycles. So like, they're gangsters. Like, but luxury gangsters. Like,
luxury gangsters.
Yeah, with perfumes, like, the funny thing is, like, they would, like, on a show, just before a show, right, we would, like we went on a tour to Pokhara, and then, Pokhara is, like, I don't know, 5-6 hours from Kathmandu, and we stayed there whole night, and the next day was the show, and I was, like, going to their rooms, like, dude, we gotta go to the show, come on, let's go. And when I walked in there, bro, they were putting on perfumes and they're taking model pictures like this, like. I was like, what the hell, bro? They got like Hugo Boss perfumes, like, Lacoste shirt shit, like, bro. That was the punk. I mean, lots of stories, man. Deepesh, who was there, Mountain God was part of that. He had a band too, like, we toured together, like, we were high on weed and shit, like, back in those days. 97, bro. What's up?
Yeah. It's the streets. Yeah.
If Mountain God walks in a restaurant, everyone's like is quiet for at least 3 seconds because they know what's going on.
Yeah, the two babies, Gore and Govinda, were, I think, in mother's womb, are probably drinking milk at that point. Jesus Christ. We were already grinding.
Like, it was really funny. Like, they posted a picture of like them touring in 1997, and I was like, it was really funny because I was like, probably 80 years old, and I was watching that and laughing about it. And my girlfriend at that time, she was like, "Whoa." I'm like, what? I was like, she was born in 97, and she was like, what the fuck, And they hear like he was like all touring in the car, and they're telling somebody else to put the fucking amp in the car, in the taxi, and the taxi driver was really scared because he's like fucking yelling at him.
There is a video of that too.
He's like a natural delegator, Even now, like I've never seen him like pick up even a single amp to go ashore to tell it. He's like delegating it to everyone.
That's not true. That's not true.
He won't point at what amps to take.
That's so not true. That, you cannot say that in front of the social media, bro. Come on.
How many amps do you play with?
He's been dueling with him for like fucking 10 years.
I've been doing him not 10 years. It's just a couple of years.
I don't know if you know this venue, Meat Locker in New Jersey. We stopped playing in that venue just because of that fucking stairs, like because we have to pull a rig down. Because she's like, oh, take these downstairs. You know?
It's like straight down. It's a basement, and then it's a basement, but it's like
it's
straight
like
down, like it's long,
Funny.
like this, like
80 degrees.
Really steep.
yeah, exactly. You gotta pull all those 8 by 10 cabs, 4 by 12 cabs, like
Yeah, and he was like, how are you gonna do that? Do it right now. You don't wait till the last minute. Do it right now.
It's okay. We made it happen.
Yeah. So now we don't want to play in that venue anymore. Fuck that shit.
It looks like Chris, you want to ask a question or something?
How many amps do you generally play with?
Uh,
How many amps do you make in a move?
Usually 2, but sometimes 3, maybe 4. It depends.
Depends on how many splitter cable we find in the apartment room. It's like, oh,
Right now, I think I'm playing with 3. So
Like what do they do differently? Why do you have 3 different amps?
different, like just to have like this stereo effect. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like
More of a full sound.
Exactly wide sound. You know, so I mean, one runs like a bass cab into a bass cab, so it sounds like bassy. But the other 2 has like this guitar, but different types of tone. You know what I mean?
Okay,
So it just gives us
you pitch shift into the bass amp then?
No, I don't do pitch shift. No.
Oh, okay. A lot of bands have like a pedal that'll knock it down like an octave or whatever.
Octave, yeah. They do that. I know. I don't do that. I have a bass amp and a bass cab. I just run it through it and try to make the sound as bassy as possible, without the pedals or whatnot. So.
Well, your sound on your record sounds really good, like completely full. I wouldn't have even guessed that there wasn't bass on them.
Yeah, I mean, I think every record of ours sounds different. So what I do is I don't take my amps or whatever to record. I just go there and whatever they have, I pick it up and say, okay, I need this sound. Let's go. You know.
Yeah. Whatever you can see on, we sit down and like, listen to it, and if you prove it or not, he plays like a million amps.
Yeah.
So you guys are essentially the ambassadors for the genre. Is that fair? Fair to say?
No, fuck genres, man. We don't believe in anything on genre, man. Well, we say grindcore only because we don't know what to put in so people can relate to it. Like, we're definitely not grindcore, man. We play fucking everything.
Y'all definitely grindcore. But you have the Gurkha Commando Blast Team. It's an interesting name. Trying to like bring people together. Well, what's
no. There's a story about Gurkha Commando Blast Team too. So essentially, what Chepang is forming into is a franchise. You know what a franchise is, right?
Okay.
So Gurkha Commando Blast Team is a franchise of Chepang. That means you will see Chepang perform in South America as Chepang, but different people. You'll see in Nepal different people as Chepang. You'll see in Europe with different people. So Gurkha Commando Blast is a franchise of Chepang with different kind of people. We look to expand beyond US, you know what I mean? So anybody can come and play as Chepang. So that's the whole idea of forming the Gurkha Commando Blast Team Incorporated, INC.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Well, but I don't understand why not just take the band around. Why different people?
Because
I mean, that way you have more freedom. That you're not stick to one thing. You know, you're not completely 100% committed. The show will always go on. Because if somebody else wants to play it, fucking go play it. Like, I have job to do, I'll do it. I have family to take care of, we can do it. Like, we have like more flexibility that way.
So y'all are fine with people that have nothing to do with y'all, like just playing Chepang?
No, they are friends, man. They're family.
They're really close friends. Yeah, exactly. They're like family to us. So exactly.
Yeah, Robin, you remember how many people you play with with Chepang all over the world, man?
Yeah, exactly. So when we went to Nepal, there was like other guitarists, vocalists. The best guy was there. In Europe, we had Aaron play for us. So it's all family rather than like, you know, it's the Blast Team.
Run up, bro, man.
Exactly, none of that.
When you put it like, it's like playing music is not like, which is like more priority for us. For the real priority is like the friendship, like the family that we have, the bond we have, and doing something with it is like more priority. Music itself, like, it's not as the priority.
So essentially it's like that, the family whole thing. And you know, I mean, I think the next record that we're gonna have, like, we have, so we're writing a record, so we will have like, I announce it right now. It's like a double LP. On side C, we're trying to get 10 of our good friends, Lee being one of them. I don't know if he's right now in the chat or whatnot. Lee from Fallen Names / Psyopus from so we have 10 drummers basically playing 10 drummers basically creating their own songs, right?
Okay.
Their own songs, and on top of it, we will have on each of the track we'll have one of our drummer writing over it, right? And then what we will do is we're gonna have these two drummers, left and right mix, but with two different sets of musicians playing two different type of music, but essentially one song
At the same time?
So yeah, same time,
Yeah.
exactly. Rhythmically speaking, the sound will sound, rhythm will sound the same, but the music won't sound the same because it will be in the left mix and the right mix. So right now we have like three tracks already. One from Lee, one from Honi, one of our friends from Korea, and the other one from one of our friends called Tom from Manas from North Carolina. So we have 7 more people recording. So it's like it's a big family, The Gurkha Commando Blast team expands more and more and more, and so.
Dude, that's hilarious,
Yeah,
man. It sounds awesome.
Yeah. And you gotta hear side D what we have in store. Side D is gonna be another trippy.
I heard you have like space metal or space grind. And,
No. Okay. Yes. So essentially, this concept is that we will have 4 sides on a record. Each side will sound different. The first, the A side. We will call it space grind because we do have modular synths. We did the set. That's the same songs we did in the Global Grindcore Fest, but with modular synths and whatnot. With one drummer, with Gobind.
Yeah.
Okay. The side B will have more grindcore kind of like pop kind of song. It's like more poppy grindcore, I would say.
how do you do pop with grindcore? It doesn't make any sense.
You'll
hear it.
You will hear it. Don't worry. You will hear
You'll hear
it.
it.
It's there. It's like Katy Perry pop, It's like really sassy, kind of thing. But anyways, side B with Surya, the other drummer, pop grindcore. Side C with 10 of the whole world friends, Gurkha Commando Blast team with performing as like this grand, like band with the Colin, with the saxophone, grand piano, everything. And then side D, what we're gonna do is gonna take all of this music from side A, side B, and side C, and feed it like a data to a computer, and then code it to make this artificial intelligence neural synthesis sound, which the computer will recreate with the codes that we provide to make a different kind of fucking band. Like,
motherfucking grind.
That's sick, man. Have you ever heard of DataBots? The band
exactly the same concept. Same concept.
We're inspired by them. Yep.
Because I was actually in that Zoom conference a week before, which I got inspiration from. Colin was in this, DataBots, the dude from DataBots was in there. So, and I heard it, I was like, dude, we gotta get onto this. So we have a friend in Louisiana who's like a scientist as he does lots of AI stuff. So he's doing it already. We're experimenting with Chatter for now. I think we have like 7 seconds already. It's growing, so it takes time to grow, but definitely the next record side D will have like 20 minutes of just like data
AI music.
The Chepang version though.
That's crazy, man.
Synthesis, I will call it synthesis grindcore, generative grindcore.
Sounds listener.
Yeah, exactly.
You worried that the computers are just gonna come and beat Chepang, and now y'all aren't in a band anymore?
Yeah, it's gonna be family, man. Computers are gonna be our family.
Okay. Well, you say that till they like pick up a gun or whatever, go Terminator style.
The people have all this fear about like how computer will learn everything that you know, and then they will be better. I don't worry about this. At the end, it is what it is.
If it's gonna happen, then it's gonna happen. It's part of the thing. So nothing to stress about it.
Yeah, exactly.
So you guys have your own label.
Guy in the comments said that. Yeah, Instant Track actually did that too, because it's Colin's band, and they worked on it. But yeah, that was the whole inspiration of it. Yes, Instant Track.
Yeah, Colin already did his band. They did DataBots did Colin's 2 bands, Instant Track and Kralis already. So even the cover and the title are AI generated.
Yeah, I found out about it like a couple of days ago, or I guess like about a week ago
okay.
or so, because Psyopus, they did that with one of the Psyopus albums, and I interviewed Chris
Oh.
Harp a couple days ago. So yeah, it's really weird, man. Like it sounds like real songs, like not just a bunch of random crap put together.
Exactly.
So
And then, like,
how you
especially
frame
if you're into like gore grind and like brutal death metal, like the gritty sound of it, it will actually make sense to you because, like, I mean, most of the time it's mush anyways. But like you appreciate it because you're used to that. You know, if you're listening to like that kind of gritty music, anyways, it doesn't really bother you listening to AI grind. It's like the same shit, anyways. You're trying to create like most insane, unnecessary music.
Yeah.
So you have your own record label. What do you call it? The GCBT Records? Is that?
Yeah, it's Gurkha Commando Blast Team Records.
Okay, okay.
It's the same.
How's it been running a label?
Oh, I mean, I'm running it alone, so.
Oh, you're on your own? Oh, okay, I guess you're not, all right.
Yeah, no.
You see what's going on? He's packing all the vinyls by himself. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
He's like, he doesn't want us to come there, and so he's like packing all the labels by himself.
I don't hang out with death metal kids, you know that. So anyways, I think the story was that we wanted to release only our records, and then it became like, okay, you know what, we'll release friends record. I think the first record we did was for Takafumi's solo album, a really great record with lots of friends in there. Takafumi Matsubara from Gridling, Mortal Eyes, I don't know, do you know him?
I'm not familiar.
Do you know Gridling?
I know Gridlink. Yeah, I know Gridlink.
Yeah, he's the guitarist of Gridling, basically the Japanese master. We call him the Kyoto Tiger. So basically, we released his solo album. So the solo album was the first record we released, and then the recent one, Chepang Yoja. But essentially, we're gonna release our friend's record, our record. We have like I think we have like 3 records for this year. We're gonna release one. Being did you watch the Global Grindcore Alliance thing?
I didn't get to.
Do you know?
I knew about it, but I didn't get to watch it.
So we're gonna release the Global Grindcore Alliance session, like with a couple of bands. The first one being Cognizant from Dallas, Texas, and Antigama from Poland. So it will be like one side each. It was mastered by Colin. It's already in the plan.
Dude, that's sick. That's a really good.
Yeah,
idea.
and then it's the second one we were gonna do is this band from Baltimore/DC called XCS. I don't know if you have heard them.
I have.
It's a pretty cool band. It's a pretty like they do like kind of discordance axis, but with synth and lots of noise, and it's very good album. That's in the plan too. So already. And the third record is our dear friend Bandit's record. So the full length. From Bandit.
Yeah, I love Bandit. I'm in love with them. I love you. I love you, Bandit. Do you know Bandit? Do you know
I
Bandit?
don't. I actually just saw their name because I was looking up videos of you guys, and y'all were talking about like the tour with them or whatever. So I just wanted to check out.
Yeah, well, there's a fair warning. If you ever get to go see Bandit, don't go before the set that you. Oh, I know you. Blah blah. Don't do that, or the vocals will come charging for you, and it's like
blind violence. Yes, they're really violent. Yeah. I mean, I think the show 2 years ago we did like for Takafumi when we had the record release show. The vocalist just tore everything. Like he had only underwear and he was running into the crowd. So smashing people. It was a great time. So.
Sounds like a grindcore show.
He's sort of always pops up.
He is hardcore, man.
Yeah, so like the G had this like Chepang shirt and he tore it in half, and I was like, dude, we only printed 100 of those, man. We don't have any of them left, and you just like tore that apart. I was like, dude.
Yes, intense, very very intense band. Very good, friends of ours from Philadelphia. Represent, bird up.
So I see that Nerve Alter and Holy Goat Records are helping you guys out.
Yeah.
Like, what's their role in all this?
They're our friends, man. They're family.
Yeah, they basically built Chepang, right? So they gave us a home. We released all those records, and now we're kind of moving to the independent side of things, where we want to do our own shit. You know what I mean? It's all good.
Gotcha. Well, like they helped you release some stuff, though, right? Like, aren't they part?
Yeah. Every record.
Every record has been with.
Yeah.
Okay. So you still have a good relationship with him.
We kind of like
Yeah.
persuaded him to like, and we like, show him love, and we kind of pamper him, and like he agrees on
Yeah.
doing
Yeah, Aaron from Norvolta actually toured. He played guitars during the
Exactly.
Europe tour, and Holy Goat Ralph drove them to the in the
Yeah,
band.
exactly.
And tell him a story about that shit, bro. Tell him a story about that shit, bro.
Because, man.
The run of you remember that episode where you guys were parked and I think Ranav was drunk and he had like shit on his feet and he got angry.
Yeah. OEF was different experience. Like everybody got drunk. Everybody enjoyed that.
So, what was it like putting together the Global Grindcore? What did you call it? Global Grindcore Alliance or Festival? What was it called?
Global Grindcore Alliance.
Well,
What was it like putting that all together?
I mean, it was just came up an idea while we were chatting, which goes on 24/7, 365 days a week, days a year. And we said, okay, you know what, like we have friends, and right now we're in the middle of the pandemic, we don't have anything to do, and everybody's trying to play a show or looking to perform. So we said, you know what, let's reach out to everything and see what they will have to say, and if they want to do it, we'll just do it like an online festival. And this is how everything started. We reached out to the bands, they were into it. We had a really good time. I mean, that festival was a good experience.
Yeah, it was one of the best experiences.
It felt like a show because everybody was in the chat, and we had all these friends. Like everyone joined, like 300 people in the chat. We were all chatting. We all knew each other. It was so fun. Like it was like a show, bro. When you go to a show, you talk to people. Like drink and kind of shit. Like the same thing happened, and it was a great what we call experience.
Was it all pre-recorded footage, or were people doing it live?
Yes, yeah.
There were a couple of lives like Test and Feeling did it, but I mean, if they want to do it, it's cool. I mean, it's the idea is like still doing something that you don't like lose your hope. You fucking still grind because the whole point of grinding is grinding. You grind the fuck out of it, and that's
it was great. I think everybody's set was great. The audio was good. The video was good. I think we will do a 2.02, like we said it, volume 1. So we already have the bands lined up. We have 21 right now bands. It will be more focused on power violence, fast core bands. We should have a flyer soon too. All around the world.
Are y'all gonna do one in person whenever we all come together again?
I'm sorry?
Are y'all gonna do one like in person? Have real events whenever the COVID's over?
I don't know how you gonna buy 20 bands for the world. It's super expensive. So
well, make your own festival. Like I kind of thought that this is going.
It's not financially financially possible because people are from Brazil, people are from Colombia. I mean, it's going to be.
Well, you just wait, man. A couple of years, you'll be getting all that grindcore money. You'll be sitting in a big house, rich as hell. You can do whatever you want to, man. Start throwing money around.
No, we are already rich, man. We're already rich.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're already rich. That's right. So, what was your best show that you've played?
Yeah, every show was, best. I don't remember. Like every show has been like an episode for us. So.
Well,
for me, I don't know.
What's like the biggest accomplishment that you've done, like in terms of like shows, like the biggest one you've played?
Like in terms of what, like biggest, like meaning what, like people?
Yeah, people.
Biggest show. I think Gobin, I would say Obscene Extreme, right?
Yeah, it was Obscene. Is the festival itself is like so different. It's an experience. Yeah, it was wild.
How many people do you think were there?
7,000 plus.
Really?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah.
God,
Exactly.
European festivals are nuts, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, they started playing. I know, like I think they were in the middle of the day, 12 o'clock or something like that. And then I remember I'm somebody posting live. I think the organizer, and the first couple of songs, people were in the back, right? As soon as the blast starts to happen after 2 songs, because it's super loud and double blasting, everybody starts to come in the front. And there was a lot of people at the end. I think Deepesh was going around like in the pit and whatnot, like 7,000, bro. It was.
I spent time in Obscene Extreme, so.
yeah, he was great. 7,000, yeah. And they were like at the end, like singing like once more, and this dudes didn't know what to do, and they were like okay, you know what? They waited for like I think, couple of minutes, and then they went back, said, okay, let's do one more song, and the organizer said, no, you gotta go. That was funny.
What's your worst show?
Worst show.
I don't think we have a worst show, man.
So blurry. Every show has been like fun. Like I don't know about a worst show.
Different but amazing, you know. There is no worst show.
Yeah,
Not that.
yeah. It's always an episode. It's always like something new. So it's never a dull moment with us. So.
Okay.
And then,
Even for us, I don't.
and the amount of people
Nothing
you
about the
meet
crowd.
in the show is amazing.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
even
awesome,
if you have
man.
two people, you know. So.
That's awesome. Y'all have that kind of personality about it where it doesn't get you down. Like whenever you're playing to like a show with like nobody there or whatever. It's really good thing to have. What about the weirdest place you've played?
Weirdest place.
Yeah. America or out of
Yeah,
America?
the weirdest place I've ever played was America. This place is fucking weird as fuck, man.
Weirdest place.
I don't know, Govind, I played a lot of shows with you, with Chepang, so I
Yeah,
don't know.
we went to a lot of places together.
But what do you think is the weirdest show that you ever did? Because you were always there. So,
Yeah, I've been to most of the shows, so it's fun.
We were just talking about the
I don't know
weirdest
about
show
weird
was.
show. Yeah. Weirdest
I
show.
think
like-
so. We've had like bands that have played in like ice cream parlors. Had another one playing in like a school to like elementary school kids. Like anything like that.
I think maybe weirdest show is in one of the show in Pokhara in Bohemian Rhapsody.
I think that was
So it was Nepal last December. So Mountain God was there, Ronaldai was there. So it is a city in Nepal called Pokhara. It's beautiful lakes and all of those. So there was venue. It was like called Bohemian Rhapsody. So as soon as you enter, you had like all those things. And then the stage had like it was really old place too. So it had like all cobwebs and all of those things.
Wait,
And then
so
weird. It was weird.
What is it? I don't understand. What is it exactly?
It's a venue. It's the venue is called Bohemian Rhapsody.
Uh-huh.
It's a venue in a third world
Exactly.
country, and there's like fucking it's fucking batshit crazy when you go in there, you know.
Okay. I will tell you the story. It was like a venue in Pokhara, Nepal, where it was the whole. They had a big airplane on top of the fucking venue.
Wait,
Then it was
what?
called Bohemian Rhapsody, and I think it was like a tribute to Freddie Mercury or something because
Yeah, there was
Freddie Mercury was
Freddie Mercury.
forms of art over there. So, and then we just hang out over there and did our show, and then had a good time. I think
There
that
was
So
was
good
started like 8 hours late.
There was a lot of good service.
yeah, but it's just the environment was like Freddie Mercury everywhere. And it was the weirdest venue ever.
So, what was the last album you guys listened to?
Oh shit!
Last album. Dude, I've been listening to the same 3 albums for the past 20 years. So
What are those? What are they?
I don't know which one was the last, like, but between the 3, man. I listen to the same shit. I mean, again, like, all of us have, like, different tastes in music, like, completely different. So,
Yeah.
no,
Don't let him say the death metal word, okay, please.
fuck that, no. I quit death metal when, like, death metal started becoming death metal.
Yeah, the last record I think I listened to was what was it? Yesterday, I think was it Antigama's record. It's called The Insolent. It's a really
Oh,
good
that
record.
album's good.
I think the last this morning I listened to was Essence of Abhorrence, a Relief.
Yeah.
that's a good
Badass album.
We're trying to cover Agents of Abhorrence, and we've been trying for a year, and we have like failed. By the way, we 2 of us, we have like another project, and we call ourselves the hustlers because we hustle the fuck out of it. Because fuck pandemic, we still gotta work, gotta pay bills and shit like that, So
The guy who doesn't work. Yeah.
no, it's all technicality going on. But yeah, so yeah, we hustle the shit out like whenever we can. So we're writing like we have like new band that has nothing to do with music, but like it's all about like how people perceive us,
Okay.
It's like what we are. Nothing to do with music, but we are a band. So.
Alrighty.
Enjoying his the food.
Yeah, I'm also enjoying
Yeah.
that we
So
make.
this is why we have now a policy in our practice room where me and Gobin, we play separate and they play separate, and we don't see each other every week, and we don't see each other at all. It's called Team A, Team B due to pandemic, you know. So Team A goes 1 week, Team B goes another week. We don't see each other.
Damn, dude. Do y'all do like video practices?
No, there's no practice. What is this? I don't want to be.
I think every time.
Right, I'm
every
crazy.
time-
I'm crazy. Why would you practice the music?
We just go fucking out.
Yeah, every time I think I've tried to play with like video, it's like it has always been bad experience. You don't get motivated at all, like the live thing.
So, what was your album of the year for last year?
Album of the year.
Does it count if it's like from like 2001?
No, don't-
Because I discovered it in 2020.
yeah, because you don't give a shit, you know, like it's death metal, okay? He will only count his record as like the best record. So, or 2000 last year. I mean, last year came out. There were so many good records. I
Dude,
think,
there was an insane amount.
Yeah, I mean, my memory is blurry now. Like, there's so many good records. I think that record from Fawn Limbs was a good one. Do you know that band?
Hell yeah,
Fawn
man!
Limbs?
Sleeper Fest. I actually interviewed
That was
Ellie
good, yeah.
on here.
Wait,
he was my second
did
interview.
Wrist Tracker come in last year too, or was it 2019? The last one was like really good.
Who?
Wrist Trader.
Yeah, I think last year. I don't know about.
You know, last year or like the year before that. That album was really good. I really like how it sounded.
Yeah, that Fawn Limbs record was. I don't know if it was last year. Was it last year? Fawn Limbs?
Oh
Fallen
yeah,
was-
Fallen's puts out so much stuff. Yeah, they did Sleeper Vessels last year.
Oh yeah, and I think I like the record by Thin too. Thin, you know, I have friends.
Dude,
in
hell
Thin.
yeah, Thin's sick. I interviewed them
Yeah.
on here as well. I really like them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was sick record.
They made my top 10
seen
for
my-
last year.
Very nice. Yes. And that Gal record. You know this band called Gal?
No, I never heard of them.
GAL. You gotta hear them. So they're essentially
Write
like
it down.
noise plus bass from Germany.
Okay.
GALL.
Okay.
Gal. Very good album.
Can't wait.
Kinda that. That's it. I think.
What about you other guys? What are your albums of the year?
Govinda doesn't listen to any
Yeah,
music.
I don't listen to the music for this year. I think
Yeah.
everyone knows that I don't listen to music.
Govind doesn't listen to music. He just doesn't know how to
He
be
doesn't listen.
one of those drums.
But I think
No, it's serious. I'm serious. He doesn't listen to music, bro.
I
He
listen-
doesn't listen to music.
Govind actually doesn't listen to music. It's not a joke.
that is true. I don't listen to it at all. But I think for this year, something I really loved was the band from Morgan, Mats
What was
and,
the
Mats
Santana?
and Morgan. That YouTube video, Mats and Morgan.
What's that?
Morgan Argan, the drummer.
Oh, right.
I think
But he doesn't have a.
Yeah,
But he doesn't have an album, bro. We're talking about that.
yeah, it's not album. Yeah, exactly.
But he was also listening to the Carlos Santana thing. What was it like? The sacrifice
Oh
or whatever?
dang, that. Yep.
Yeah, one.
I listened to that just so.
It's
They were like jamming on it.
it was a.
We
It
were
was a
thinking about doing an improv session. And they were trying to get an idea from Carlos Santana on that shit. Dude, that went on for 5 months.
That's his beat. That's his beat.
yeah, exactly.
Because I started playing bass for that GGA project. We did the volume 1. So and then I had to learn my bass parts, and then I had to learn with fucking Govin, you know. So and then we made him. I mean, we all decided how to play the part, and then Govin did an amazing job, just fucking destroying the. You can see the video, man. Like, show them the video, Govin.
Yeah, dude, the way that
One-
drum is, man, that video is actually really sick. You can't even see his fucking hands. He's not even playing grindcore, man.
I think it's one of the best forms of like a
It took a
you-
lot of time.
Bobin is drumming in his best form of his life. It was like first-hand experience, so it was amazing. That was amazing, man, Bobin.
One band definitely we all agree that we like is this Japanese band from two Japanese band from Japan. Toe, a band called Toe is like a math rock kind of band. Toe, Toe. I don't know if you've heard them. And
No.
then the band called Tricot, Tricot.
Trico, baby.
Tricot. So they're essentially like pop, math rock, and we
Really?
probably listen to those records. Yeah, we listen to their songs while we are on the road like million times. It's so nice, man. Like, kind of thing. Like, it's super
I would have
nice.
thought you guys would be grinding the whole time.
No. I think Tricot is our number one band. I think for the band, I would say. Right? You guys agree? Tricot is our number one band we like?
No, cool, man.
I think with the dimension that we were trying to go, like it kind of helped us. Trigger kind of gave us that that fucking vibe.
The light. The girls gave us the light. Yes, we were there.
It was
amazing musicians. It's like top
Yeah.
to top.
It was almost like Angel came in and like showed us a bright light. That's 100% for sure. We're like, whoa.
super.
And Gold was in love with that girl who was the vocalist.
Guitarist.
Owen is in like a different kind
I
of.
like that guitarist really much.
Yes.
The playing is like, so good. The playing is good.
Yeah, super nice, but it's a really good band. I mean, they have toured around the world. I think they sell thousands of records. It's pretty cool band. Like they're all renowned all over the world. Like they have this math rock vibe, like it's super cool.
Okay, I need to check them out, man.
Tricot, yes.
Well, that's about all I had, unless y'all had something else y'all wanted to talk about.
I mean, if we talk, the thing will never end. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, we're talking to Chepang.
yeah. The things by the way, just a quick question: where are you from? Like what? State?
I'm from
Like-
Allen, Texas. It's about 20 minutes from Dallas.
Oh, right.
Damn, you're close to
so-
Stuttgart right there.
So you follow Texas grindcore?
I haven't
follow
really
Tex-
been in the local scene that much, actually.
Oh,
But
okay.
I know of like Cognizant and yeah.
So who's your like favorite band and nowadays? Like who do you listen to?
Favorite band?
Yeah.
I mean, my album of the year for last year was The God Awful Truth. They're actually from this area as well.
Oh,
I don't know if you've heard of them.
God, never.
The God Awful Truth. You should check them out.
Okay.
It's hard to describe if you haven't listened to it. It's like Dillinger Escape Plan, but a little heavier. I think it's a good way to explain it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Well, so I'll just move out to the intro unless y'all had something else.
We're good.
Oh, well, what's going on?
Yeah, we're good.
They're eating in front of you, so
Yeah.
And like look at his eyes, like it's about to pop up. Like look at his eyes.
Dude, he's so into that
that
music,
means
man.
that means he's on drugs right now.
No, yeah. Sorry,
front of the TV.
marijuana is not considered as drugs.
Look at your eye. Look at your eyes, bro.
Yeah,
about to pop out.
marijuana is not considered as drugs. I mean, it depends on where you are right now. If you're in South, definitely it's fucking drugs. It'll kill you, man. Reefer's madness.
Look at his eyes, man. It's about to pop up.
Go, take it easy, man. Don't get drunk. Just kidding, man. Yeah, cheers to I want a personal cheers to the guys, the homies. Like it's been a great ride so far. Thank you guys, man.
All right,
Thank
cheers.
you. Thank all of you. Thank you all my fans. Thank you all of our 11 fans.
That's middle again, right there.
Yeah.
Oh, this is for our legions. This is for our legions. 11 of them.
Yeah.
All right.
So, if you're in the mood to burn it all down, check out Chada from Chepang, which came out back in May on GCBT Records. You guys are on Spotify, all the streaming websites, Bandcamp, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, I imagine. Is there any plugs
No,
I'm
not
missing?
Twitter.
Oh, you're not
We
on
don't
Twitter.
need Twitter. No, we don't like to talk, man.
We're on Instagram. I think we're on Facebook. And what else? That's it. And Gmail, if you want to hit us. The Gurkha mail.
As for me, drop my channel, follow so you always know when I go live. You guys can also sub to get access to the interviews before they hit streaming services and YouTube. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. YouTube folks, if you like this video, please drop a like, tickle notification bell. Don't forget to subscribe. It's a great way to support me for free. Check out my music, The Sound That Ends Creation. That's thesoundthatenscreation.bandcamp.com. My next guest is Plastic Bag Face Mask. Join us this Sunday, the 7th at 7 p.m. Central, right here at twitch.tv/thecast@inscreation for the live cast. Thank you guys for being here. Hope y'all had some fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. One quick question before you go. Is that the Pound shirt? Pound from Seattle?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a freaking Christmas cat shirt.
I caught it. My eyes are like, is that a Pound shirt?
Dude, I had somebody actually at the grocery store tell me that they got their cat at the Pound and that they loved my shirt. And I was like, bro, it's a band. Like, come on.
Pound for pound. That's a good name. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching
Take care.
and listening.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.